I'm now going to talk to you about how to customize marketplace literacy. Now, I actually don't like the idea of customization of marketplace literacy or any type of education because it almost assumes that we have the answer and we are somehow going to make minor modifications when we go to a new context. That is not the case, and that's not the approach that we would advocate. We would rather approach these contexts as if they are new and learn bottom up. Let me give you an example with the tribal communities in Tanzania that we have begun to work with. We first learned about these communities by sitting down and talking to them. This is really the first step. Each context is different. And the way we approached this context was to assume that marketplace literacy and the experiences we've had for more than a decade were really just experiences. We needed to create this particular approach and marketplace literacy for this context from a very fresh perspective. So what are some of the things that we did? Well, we learned, we saw for ourselves, we conducted in-depth interviews with a variety of different people in the community. As we did this, we also experimented. The idea is not to wait till we have full understanding. The idea is to also start experimenting with marketplace literacy so that we learn by doing. So there are a number of ways to learn: by observing, by talking to people and listening to them, but also by trying out things. So one of the first things we did was that we bought a basket of items right where people in the Maasai community shop, and we set up a shop and we cheated people. And we cheated them in a variety of different ways, whether it was wrongly pricing the products or shortchanging people or confusing them on the size and the price and so on. While we did this, we asked some of the people who were there as participants to be customers, and we asked others to observe specific customers. So by doing this, we were able to then have a discussion about what was done right and what was done wrong and so on. It was very interesting to see how people shopped at one of the stores, which was usually run by me, whereas they did not shop at another store, which was run by my student. So this is an example of some of the issues that arise, and this is a great way to learn by doing as well. It was very interesting to see how innocent the people were. Many had first gone to the market when they were 50 years old. And so we were able to get a sense of the level of the community in terms of the different issues, the areas where they were good at, and the areas where there were a number of vulnerabilities as well. We approached this setting with the basic idea that we are wedded to a couple of basic notions as far as marketplace literacy goes. First, we really wanted to emphasize the know why, not just the know what, but the know how and the know why. That is something that we are uncompromising on, and that is something that is unique about us, to get people to have a deeper understanding of the marketplace. The second notion we bring is that the customer and the entrepreneur are two sides of the same coin. So therefore, we emphasize being a good customer in order to learn how to be a good entrepreneur as well. So this is important. People have an intuitive sense of how they are customers, and therefore that's the place to begin, and then people also learn how to be good entrepreneurs. There is another advantage in doing this, which is that they learn to be better customers, and that is money in their pockets, and that is also a way for them to get better quality products. So they have a short-term benefit from this program. Now this is important because people living in subsistence cannot wait years in order to gain benefits. And so this is another advantage of the approach of starting with consumer literacy. The idea of starting with consumer literacy also emphasizes a third basic notion, that we are bottom up in our approach to education as well. It's not just bottom up in terms of learning about people, it's also bottom up in the way we offer our educational program. Ideas and concepts emerge from discussions, from exercises, from tasks that we have assigned to people. So this is another approach to keep in mind as you think about customizing marketplace literacy. Learning by talking to people and seeing for ourselves, and then trying out the educational program is a great basis to then try to understand how to customize the program for a particular context. What are the different levels at which customization needs to be looked at? Well, first, there are the concepts that need to be conveyed. Second, there are the exercises. These are two areas where we have a number of different materials to offer you. We have the concepts explained in a book and in a lot of different arenas, including videos. We have a variety of exercises. We have videos that can be used. We have videos of us teaching. We have resources such as this one. We have caricatures that we can share. We have videos from some of our experiences that we have used in the classroom in parts of India and so on. So we have a variety of different videos. So we have much to offer in terms of the concepts and the exercises. Now, this doesn't mean that we have what it takes. It means that the materials continue to evolve. But there are two other things to keep in mind, which are localized examples and a stimulating multimedia platform. The localized examples need to come from your context. We have some generic examples for different continents, but things that are unique need to come from your context. They may be animations, they may be caricatures, they may be examples for tasks, and so on. And finally, a stimulating multimedia platform allows for the motivational approach that we had described earlier. In India, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, we have video-based episodes. In the state of Tamil Nadu, we have a movie-based approach. Perhaps it's going to be a set of success stories in Tanzania, and so on. We need such multimedia material which can then be deconstructed in order to design marketplace literacy. It's not just a matter of showing these videos, it's also analyzing them in terms of the concepts, building them into the exercises, building them into the localized examples, and so on. So this is how we would think about customization. We would have two tracks, one based on face-to-face teaching to learn and to try out, and another to create a multimedia platform that can be deployed more widely without a high-skilled teacher. Thank you.